Hello 4K. So this is Monday the 28th of September. I had a look at some of your setting descriptions from last week, and I think we've become a little bit confused. So we're just going to go over it in a bit more of a simpler way so that you will understand exactly what a setting description is. So first of all, what is a verb? Have a look at the green section and the purple section. Which one do you think is a setting description and why? Let me read the green one for you. Pandora is the fifth moon of the gas giant Polyphemus. Both names reference figures in Greek mythology, which orbits planet Centauri A in the Alpha Centauri system, the closest star system to our own sun. Discovered by space telescopes at some point between 2050 and 2077, Pandora has been the single most interesting thing to happen to the human race in the hundreds of years. The news services love to run clips of the wild scenery on Pandora and its bizarre flora and fauna. So that was the green section. Now let me read the purple section. The trees swayed in the gentle breeze, and the day became night. Lights began to move like rainbows across the sky. They illuminated the land below. Bright neon lights danced high in the midnight sky. Water below mirrored the reflections of the rainbow dance. Lily-like plants stood to attention and exploded toxic gas from their middles. Everywhere was still as the lights played their ancient game. So after hearing both of those, which one do you think is more of a report and which one do you think is a setting description? Yes, okay, so the setting description is actually the purple writing. The purple writing doesn't have any facts in it, whereas the green writing does. The green writing is more of a factual piece. Therefore, it is not a setting description. A setting description, the purple writing, is there to almost create a picture in your mind when you hear the words or read the words on the page. It almost paints that picture as you read the words, so you can almost see it in your mind's eye. So that's what we should have been doing. We should have been doing a setting description, but most of us wrote a factual piece, a report. So we're going to have a look at it again and see what we can come up with. So I asked you a question, not on the previous slide, but on the one before. What is a verb? So a verb is an action word. For example, walking, writing, talking, smiling, listening. Let's look at the picture together and create a bank of verbs we could use to describe what is happening in the picture below. Use resource sheet Z. I've done 3 for you. So I've put swirling colours, reflecting lights, floating lily pads. In the 3 empty boxes, could you come up with 3 verbs to describe the picture that you've got on your sheet? We will then use these on the next slide to help us to write our setting description sentences. So let us now use some of the verbs to help us to write sentences for our setting description. So before I said the colours swirled or swirling colours. So I've changed it slightly and my sentence is the colours swirled around the night sky. I then put reflecting light. So I've changed it slightly to the light reflected in the water below. Floating lilies has become lily plants floated on the water. So what I'd like you to do is use the 3 verbs from resource sheet Z that you have chosen to describe your setting. Use my examples above to help you if you need to. So here is resource sheet Z. What are the red words called and why? So those 3 sentences are copies of the sentences that I'd written using my words that I'd chosen, because if I call it the correct word, I'm going to give the answer away to the question I just asked. So using your 3 verbs, I'd like you to write 3 sentences. They must be different to mine. So no more colours, no more light reflecting, no more floating lily pads. Let's see what you can come up with your 3 verbs in your 3 sentences. And remember, it's all to do with the picture that you can see. I'll see you tomorrow for English. Bye.